Yo, what up guys, MxgicIQ here, and today I'm bringing you guys another A+ class build with the 180SX this time. This is a world record build. Kois has just broken another world record, this time on the long climb, clearing it by about 2 seconds. He got a 157 as you guys just saw in the gameplay. Super impressive. The guy's an absolute beast. Make sure you guys give him a follow, link down below in the description. Now, as far as the build goes, we're actually using a build that I came up with about 4 months ago, using the same motor, which is the 366 brake horsepower 2-liter inline 4, and you'll see the power numbers on this build are 467 and 498. Now I know somebody else recently has uploaded a build with the same power numbers as this, and that was pretty recent, but as you can see right here, 4 months ago I actually had a build on my channel with the screw supercharger with 467 brake horsepower, and it was 4 months ago, and as you see the power numbers on this as well are 467 and 498. So I just wanted to make sure that was cleared up just in case anybody said we were potentially stealing builds over here. And actually, fun fact, we actually fit a nitrous bottle in this build as well to make it even faster to be able to accomplish this world record. So big shout out to Kois for that. I also have a couple alternatives for you guys in terms of builds for this car for A+ as well, so we'll be going over those in this video. But first, let's go over the world record build for this car. Now, first things first, here we actually have a Pro induction, a Sport ECU, a super fuel system, a Sport exhaust, and an Elite screw supercharger. We also have a Pro bottle of nitrous here, Elite road suspension, Pro brakes which come stock in the car, and Sport road tires in order to fit that nitrous bottle in. We also have a basic clutch, 5-speed gearbox, Elite differential, nitrous grip, and drift auxiliaries. Now, me and Kois have also built another motor out to have a perfect 1-to-1 power ratio, but before I show you guys that, I will show you how you can get an extra couple horsepower out of this build. Now, before I showed you guys that other motor, I wanted to show you guys the alternative way to build this 2-liter inline 4 with a little bit less instant torque, so the car's a little less snappy, so it's a little bit more controllable. You can use that Roots supercharger. If you guys didn't know, the screw basically hits boost instantly, and this lets off a little bit and has a little bit of a better mid-range, but the screw is dominant in this car if you can control it. But this actually puts out a little bit more power with the Elite screw and the Elite fuel system, every other part being Sport, including the nitrous bottle on the engine parts. This car now with those updated parts does a 176 top speed, 3.3 quarter mile, 473 horsepower, 504 foot-pounds of torque, and 11.3 quarter mile. But that world record build is still obviously faster because it has accomplished that record and has a little bit of a bigger nitrous bottle for more consistency. There is also an alternative motor you can build with this car for more top speed, and it also does a little bit better on the longer tracks, and that is the 306 brake horsepower 2-liter inline 4. We actually have a little bit more horsepower in this car as well now with this motor. We have a perfect basically 1-to-1 power ratio to torque ratio of 484 and 485, dang near spot on with each other. 11.4 quarter mile, 3.40 to 60, but we have an increased top speed which actually goes up to about 180 miles per hour. We have a Elite induction now, a Super ECU, a Pro fuel system, a Pro exhaust, and an Elite screw supercharger as well, with a Sport bottle of nitrous. All the chassis and drivetrain will remain the same from the other builds, and on both these builds we are using the exact same handling proportion, so we're using 45% drift as well as 1 click to the right on the downforce slider. Now, recently me and the guys have been using gas or brake tap. Kois himself only uses gas tap, but I've been using gas and brake tap now. Some corners I like to gas tap on the straightaways because it's a lot easier and you don't lose any speed when you're brake tapping, and then certain corners that are a little bit tighter I actually like to brake tap into so I can slow down a little bit more than I would if I was just gas tapping. So that's something to try out. I've been really liking it and it's improving my times very much so. I got my GTI time on the long climb actually down to a 2-minute flat, and I definitely been to 158, which is about a second off of Kois's new world record, so I was pretty happy about that. But it's also a lot more consistent for drift builds and micro drifting on straight. So if you guys want to try that out, go ahead. It's a little slight adjustment I've been doing to all my builds, and it can benefit you pretty highly if you get used to it. And then you can also make that transition to gas tap to be technically faster with the drift builds if you guys so wish. I appreciate you guys for tuning into today's video. Just to let you guys know, I will be going on vacation from the 9th to the 16th, so I'm scheduling and pre-making uploads before then, so anything you guys request will probably not get done until after the 16th, so just be aware of that. I'm going to be responding to as much comments as possible, and I might even go live on vacation on Twitch, so make sure you guys go ahead and follow over there. You never know. I appreciate you guys tuning in again. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.